are not asking for too much when it comes to your specific person manifestation. And I don't care what anyone else is saying in your reality. Usually it's going to be people around us or our friends and family, especially if we're manifesting someone we've been with before, that are going to say, oh my gosh, you're asking for too much. Just ask for something less. Take something less than exactly what you want. But don't do that. And if you're not seeing the results you want in your reality, and you might be thinking, well, maybe I should do that, it's just because we're not asking in the correct way. And as soon as we switch that, we're going to see our reality begin to show up, our specific person acting in the way we want, showing up in the way we want, and then you'll be able to tell all of your friends and family, I told you so, when you and your specific person are on your wedding day. But because you're such an enlightened being, I'm sure that you won't even want or desire to even say that to them. So truly, and I'll say it again because some of us need to hear this right here and right now. You're not asking for too much. We're just asking in the wrong way. And I never want you to pull back on exactly what you want or think that you should manifest or ask for less, because your subconscious mind is 1,000% going to give you exactly what you ask of it. So if we are not asking for exactly what we want, we're just always going to be in that desire. And as you guys know, Neville Goddard would say, if you have the desire for something, then it means you're meant for that thing. You're destined for that thing. So why would you let anyone around you deny you of your destiny of being with your specific person? That sounds absolutely crazy when we think about it in that way. So we just need to fulfill that destiny. And if it seems hard, seems difficult, that's okay. It sometimes can feel that way, but I guarantee you it absolutely, as soon as you get the hang of it, you are going to see a massive, massive shift in everything around you. And the one subject I always like to talk about, and I was actually just thought of this last night, when we think of manifestation, sometimes we think, oh my gosh, it's so hard, but it's meant to be so easy. But I want you to think about the first time you walked or the first time you rode a bike. We all probably can walk and ride a bike. If not, think of in the past something that you felt as was difficult at first, but now you're really good at. And think of, so again, go back, ask your 2-year-old self, I don't know when you actually walk, how difficult they feel walking is. And they're going to say, it's the hardest thing ever, right? I'm in the process of it. It's so hard to do. How do you do this? How do you feel now? That's the easiest thing you've ever done in your entire life. And this is the same thing when it comes to manifesting. We might feel at first, because this is a change in our reality, a change in our state, a change in our assumptions, it feels uncomfortable at first, and it feels, therefore, there's this illusion of difficulty. But as soon as you are in your end state, you're going to be looking back at you now and be like, that was the easiest thing I've ever done in my entire life. What's going on? Like, think about you in your end state right now, married to your specific person. You're looking back to the situation like that's crazy that I ever even worried about it in the first place. So truly, this is your reality, and I want you to always want you to think about manifestation in that way, almost in the way of what is your future self saying or looking back at you saying right now. Because you're not asking for too much. Would yourself in your end state say that? Would they say that you're asking for too much? They're literally living it. So they would probably say, if anything, you didn't ask for enough. Not even way more likely. That's literally what they would say to you right now if you were to ask them, am I asking for too much? So don't listen to people in your external reality, because they're only going to guide you down their own limiting beliefs. But so as we're getting into this state, it may feel difficult at first, but always remember that that's okay, in the same way that riding a bike was difficult, and now that's literally the easiest thing you could ever do in your entire life. If you're learning to ride a bike, just know it gets better, okay? But it's so easy in retrospect, and that's how we're going to be feeling. And with this idea and this concept of changing, we need to kind of approach that feeling or that desire to change. Because I know, going back to that example of riding a bike, we are in this state of not riding a bike, and then we're in the state of riding a bike, which are two different things. Okay, they're two different states. I know they seem very similar, but they're two different. And if we're kind of in, because they don't seem that much different really, if we're in this state or fearing the change, we're going to kind of start giving up as we start riding our bike. But the same thing is with the manifestation of our specific person. As we're getting into the feeling, getting into the state, we can actually begin to internally kind of stop, or I don't want to say resent the type of change, but be really fearful of it. So what I want you guys to do is totally embrace this change. Know that we need to change first before we're going to see the change happening in our external reality. So when you are making that change first and foremost, it reflects. It's not going to reflect and then we're going to change, which most people actually approach manifestation in that way, which is okay. But we do need to remember that the change is always going to come first, because think about what we're doing. It's kind of like think of any goal, actually. You could throw any manifestation on this. We always 100% feel, oh, and I think I even included this in the video yesterday, I'll start working out as soon as I lose 10 pounds. And you're like, that doesn't make sense. Literally in any other situation, that concept and idea doesn't make sense. So embrace that change. Know that your reality, your internal state is going to change getting into the feeling or the assumption of being with your specific person. And so embrace that. And usually people kind of put it off with their perception, or I guess with time, how soon and how long they feel they're going to manifest their specific person. So think about this. And I had actually someone, and this is actually super enlightening information coming from someone I was coaching's mother after they told me this story. So this is funny. This isn't my words, but it was the most enlightening, awesome thing. And I wanted to share it with you today. So we were in coaching sessions, and obviously time is one of the most important and main things people worry about, right? Time's probably on your mind right now. But this fear of change causes us to actually put the time to be a lot greater than it's supposed to be. And so this person I was coaching after the coaching session, or it was at some point during the week because we were meeting every week, asked their mother, do you really think my specific person can come back next month? Like, do you really think they'll be back? And think about that question. And you're like, that's a fine question. That's a normal question, right? And the mother responds, well, why can't it be tomorrow? Like, why does it have to be next month? And the way it actually was worded was their specific person was like, do you think they can come back by Friday? And they're like, well, yeah, but why not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right? Why not all of those other days? And so I would say all of these thoughts are to get over this concept of time is actually a fear of change, a fear of altering our state, because we are very comfortable where we're at. And that fear is manifested when we think about learning how to ride a bike, right? It feels really uncomfortable, very odd, very strange, very hard or difficult. But as soon as you do it, as soon as you get into the state, looking back, you're like, that was literally the easiest thing I could ever do. And so your manifestation, I can guarantee you, is literally it's no different from that. So remember the advice, mother's advice. If you're thinking, can I manifest by Friday? They're saying, well, why can't you manifest Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday? Why are those out of the picture? So embrace that change. Get into that feeling. Know your life is going to be completely different when it comes to your specific person. You're going to be married, right? You're going to be together in that awesome, romantic, amazing relationship. So why does it have to be? It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be hard. If it feels hard, that's okay. We're just in the process. And as soon as you do it, you're going to realize it is a billion times so much easier than you could ever imagine. So hopefully you guys like this video. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Remember, you can also reach out to me on my website, kyleaugustcoaching.com, if you wanted to send me a personal question or wanted to sign up for one-on-one coaching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on this video. Yes, I'm talking to you. Leave a thumbs up right now. And then don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of these other videos. And then so you can tell me your awesome, amazing success story with your specific person once you get it tomorrow, okay? Gotta subscribe so you manifest tomorrow and you can let me know. But thank you guys so much for stopping by today, and I'll see you in the next video.